Good evening. Welcome to the 2025 Primus Spring Concert. This is always a super exciting event for myself and many of the adults involved, hopefully including you. We have some of the most talented and brightest students in the area, and we get to see that put on display through their talents and hard work tonight. When we think about education, we think about growth. And for us, it's usually grades, right? But for me, it's this concert because the winter concert happens, you hear lots of squeaks and sounds that you don't think are supposed to be there. And then we get to the spring concert, and it all gets put together. And these students have worked so hard, so I couldn't be more proud of you. Many of you, I've been at Primus almost 10 years now, and I've known most of you almost your entire lives. I am proud of you. Hang in there. Don't be afraid. You got this. Thank you so much for being here and enjoy.
Once again, good evening. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Mrs. McDade, and I am the general music teacher and choir director at Primus. Every year, I say pretty much the same thank yous at the beginning of the concert. So for those of you fifth grade parents that this is your fourth or fifth or sixth concert with me, I'm really sorry that you're going to hear the same things again. Because every year I am equally as thankful for all of the people that support these kiddos. So here we go. First and foremost, I want to thank all of you guys. I was a beginner band student many moons ago, and I played the French horn. And if my parents were here, I'm sure they would say, yeah, that was a great time. And I'm sure many of you probably are like, yeah, this is a great time. This is so fun, right? But without your love and support and your constant encouragement, these guys wouldn't be sitting here. They would have given up a long time ago. And as a beginner band student myself, without my parents being like, hey, that was better than last week, I wouldn't be standing here teaching your children music every day. So thank you, the audience, for being here. Next, I want to thank our super duper administration, Mr. Rogers and Mr. C. Mr. Culp and I have ever-changing schedules and extra rehearsals and days off and this and that. We both have kids, so we're in and out often, and it's really helpful to have such supportive principal and assistant principal that back us up all the time and really want what's best for the kids. Finally, I want to thank the third, fourth, and fifth grade team as well as my fellow specials teachers. Again, our schedules are kind of crazy, and especially over the past couple of weeks with PSSAs, I've squeezed in a lot of extra rehearsals with the chorus, and they've been really willing to give up their time for me. So I'm very appreciative of that, and I know Mr. Culp is as well. All right, that was the abridged version, so hopefully that wasn't too bad. Without further ado, let's get this concert started.
And welcome to the Primos Spring Concert. You just heard the theme song from the popular kids show, Gravity Falls, originally written by composer and songwriter Brad Brieg. The string orchestra will now play a quick warm-up with the D major scale, followed by beginner strings who will perform a selection of well-known songs from a collection called First Tunes and Second Tunes.
fourth and fifth grade orchestra, which is made up of second and third year players, will now perform the Russian Music Box, written by Soon-Hee Newbold. In her notes about the composition, Miss Newbold states that Russia has contributed some of the most beautiful art, music, and epic stories to the world. Images of legendary tales, ballet, folk songs, and dancing bears inspired this work.
You'll hear the main melody played by the first violin in the beginning, which will then be repeated and echoed by the second violins and violas. Also listen for the solo by our bass and cello players in the middle of the piece.
Battle Stations is a short but intense piece of music for young string players. It reinforces the key of E minor, eighth note rhythms, and strong melodic lines for a full, rich sound. Listen carefully as each section of the orchestra will have a turn to bring out a part of the melody as the music moves forward. Please enjoy Battle Stations by Francis J. Carvella, who is also a music teacher from Pennsylvania.
Thank you very much. First of all, I want to thank everybody for coming tonight and also thank all the students for being here tonight and performing. Very proud of these students. We have plenty of second and third year students filling out our first and second rows. We actually have a couple of beginners in our second row who were up to an extra challenge, playing some music that's a little bit more advanced than what we would normally expect for first year students, but they were willing to handle it and able to handle it. Now watch this. If you just started playing your instrument in the beginning of this school year, raise your hand. Look at that. Look at all those new students. Duran, Rayansh, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Yep, that's you. Okay. I think it's important to note that, yes, we do have morning rehearsals at times, but morning rehearsals, that's not really where the instruction happens. That's where we put it all together. That's where we put them all together to get ready to come out here on this stage. The real instruction happens during the 30 minutes that I see them once a week for a lesson. Now, in a perfect world, if I were to see them every single week from, say, end of September, beginning of October till now, with no interruptions, you would say 4 lessons a month. But it doesn't happen that way. We always miss a week in November for Thanksgiving or conferences. We always miss a couple weeks in December and January because of winter break. We miss for spring break. So really, in reality, we might get 24, maybe 25 lessons tops if we're lucky. If you add up all those half hours, you might be lucky if it comes out to 12 hours, which means what they're performing on this stage tonight took a total of only about 12 hours for them to learn. That's not even a full 24 hours, right? Really fantastic work. And when it comes to stuff like Hot Cross Buns and Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, he's like, why are you playing kids songs, like baby songs? Well, yeah, it's baby songs to sing, but it's a different story when you have to hold the instrument, use the bow, use your fingers, read the notes. It's a whole different story playing it on the instrument, and these students are doing a bang-up job. I would like to give them another round of applause. Fantastic. Okay. There are many, many thanks I would love to give, but we have plenty more to go with this show, so I don't want to take up too much time. But I do want to thank you, all of the parents, band and strings, who have been driving your students to morning rehearsals every week. Thank you for doing that. I know it's not easy. Morning rehearsals are finished. No more having to come in early. Yeah, this is the first year I've said that and kids aren't actually cheering about it. I think they're kind of upset about it. Sorry, guys. However, we're going to have a weird couple of weeks. Next week, I'm going to say this tonight, but I will also send a message through email. Next Wednesday, strings and band are all going to do this performance for the school. So I will send a reminder for string players to please bring their instruments next Wednesday, because we're going to play for the school in the afternoon. And then after that, we will wrap up our lessons the following week, because Thursday next week is Color Day. All right. So I think that's all I need to say for now. Without further ado, let me turn it over to Theo and Abu.
The beginner strings will now join us to create a full string orchestra as we perform an arrangement from the theme from Dvorak's New World Symphony, originally from Bohemia. Dvorak was living in New York City when he composed this symphony. It is said that his Ninth Symphony, also known as the New World Symphony, contains his reflections of living in America.
This theme comes from the second movement of the symphony, which is the slowest of the 4 movements, and was later written into a song by one of the composer's students. Thank you for being a great audience, and stay tuned for the band.
The band will now perform Warp Speed by Michael Story. Warp Speed is written for students near the end of their first year in band, using the first several notes from their first concert scale.
Midnight Sky by Brian Ballmages is a very melodic and lyrical piece. Although it is challenging for beginner band members, it makes great use of the first 6 notes of our scale. You will hear the main melody passed around between different sections of the band.
The words of the composer. Imagine a quiet moment under the stars, uninterrupted by the hustle and bustle of everyday life. We often forget to embrace those moments of peace and tranquility. This work seeks to bring that calmness back into our lives.
Okay. Everything I said about the string students, all the lessons and the time it takes, is echoed the same way with the band students. Band students who just started playing this year, raise your hand. All the band students who just started playing this year. Let's keep it going. Keep going. Great job. Put your hands down. Okay. This next year will be my 25th year in the district. And in all the time I've been here, not only have I worked at Westbrook and Primus and some other buildings throughout the district, but I've also worked with musical organizations around Delaware County. I've worked with and seen students go on to play with Delaware County Youth Orchestra, Delaware County Young Musicians Band, PMEA, Pennsylvania Music Educators Association, having band fests and string fests. There are plenty of opportunities. Students on the side. Hello, yes. Eyes here, great job. Keep it up, you're almost on, okay? And they're gonna blow you away when you hear them. They're fantastic. But what I was saying is there are plenty of organizations around the county and plenty of ways for students to be involved in music, not just at their own home school. In fact, this summer, there's even some summer music opportunities through the Brad Shaner Music Academy. I've talked to some of the students in lessons about it. Deadline for registration for that is May 23rd. If you haven't heard about it and you're interested in more information, you can email me about it or see me after the show or have your child ask me about it at school. I can give you that information. It's all done online electronically. But speaking of Pennsylvania Music Educators Association, this past May, we had a band fest at Marple Newtown High School. To participate in this band fest, you must be a student who is willing to learn 7 brand new pieces of music that have nothing to do with what we're doing here at Primus. 7 completely separate pieces of music that are a level up, require lots of hours of practice, coming down for lots of extra lessons with me. We had 2 students this year who represented Primus in the PMEA 5-6 Band Festival. That was Maggie Nespoli and Kanavi Richardson. Stand up, guys. Well, Maggie's already standing up. Raise your hand. Kanavi, stand up. Making us Primus proud with music, okay? They got to perform in a band with over 100 students from around the region. So they should be very proud. I know I'm very proud of you for doing that. Thank you. Have a seat, okay? And those opportunities do continue into middle school, so please keep an eye out if your child is very, very into music and is looking for more opportunities. Always ask your teachers. There's plenty of ways to get involved. I have some extra helpers I'd like to thank in the band tonight. We have, the whole Primus band doing a fantastic job, but Bamba has been killing it on the trumpet part all by himself every single Wednesday morning. So today, I asked him, would you like me to get some help for trumpet so you're not alone? He said, yeah, so he doesn't have to be by himself. So we have Harper and Harper coming from Westbrook Park, and you'll notice another student who looks a little bit old for 5th grade back there, my colleague, Mr. Geist, who's another band teacher in the district. Thank you guys very much for helping out. We also have Zoe joining us on flute from Westbrook Park, Josiah joining us on clarinet from Westbrook Park. And I did have a bunch of people who wanted to thank, but I think Mrs. McDade covered it in the beginning, so I'm not going to say it again. But thank you, everybody. Thank you to the students for doing a great job. The chorus is going to come out. They are amazing. Wait till you hear them. But most of all, I want to take a second to thank you, all of you, the parents. If it wasn't for you signing up your child and encouraging them to stick with it, these programs would not exist. Now, band students, what band and orchestra usually does when we give a round of applause is we use our feet because you have instruments in your hands. Percussion, you can clap with your sticks. I would like you to give your parents a round of applause. Give them a round of applause for all the hard work. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. I went to the Drexel Hill Middle School concert on Monday. It was incredible. It was phenomenal. And I'd like to echo the words of my colleague, Mr. Mayerzak, who is the band and orchestra teacher there. He said, when you see performances like this, it reminds you that this is why today more than ever, these students need music. They really need music. And it's activities like this where they truly learn what you put into it is what you get out of it. And they are doing a great job. So thank you very much. Without further ado, let's go to our last piece.
Zombies seem to be everywhere these days, in movies, books, television shows, and video games. These creatures of the imagination have become a part of a pop culture phenomenon. Zombie Stop brings out the ghoulish in all of us.
Thank you for being a great audience. And when we are finished, please stay tuned for the chorus. And now, please enjoy our performance of Zombie Stomp.
let's hear it again for the Primos Band and Orchestra. Up first is our select fourth grade chorus singing A Million Dreams from the movie The Greatest Showman. The movie The Greatest Showman is inspired by the life of P.T. Barnum. The movie focuses on learning the importance of embracing individuality and finding happiness.
This song expresses Barnum's vision and his desire to create a better future filled with limitless possibilities for himself and those he loves. It captures the theme of hope and power of dreams, highlighting the belief that anything is possible when you dare to dream big. The heartfelt lyrics inspire listeners to chase their dreams and believe in their potential.
Through the dark, through
next we have the song Better Place from the popular Disney movie Trolls. The song is a heartfelt reflection on personal growth, healing, and finding happiness. It highlights the idea of moving beyond past hurt and negativity to create a more positive life, symbolized by the notion of finding a better place. With its upfilling melody and hopeful lyrics, the song stresses the power of connection, optimism, and the importance of moving forwards on an open heart.
Let's hear it again for the select fourth grade chorus. Next up is our select fifth grade chorus, singing This Is Me. This song is also from the movie The Greatest Showman. In the movie, this song is performed by Keela Settle, who also plays the character Letty Lutz.
The song represents the theme of this self-defense and embarrassing inability, with this bold, impairing lyrics and energetic performance. This Is Me
has become the anthem of anyone had ever felt misunderstood and young people could to be themselves and broadly show others the truth.
I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say. Feel want your broken parts. Are you ashamed of all my stars? Hide away, they say. We will love you as you are. Don't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us. For we are glorious. The strongest words will cut me down. The sand of blood will drown me out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I am to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm scared to be seen. I ain't no apologies. This is me. I'll turn around the bullets in my skin. Far away, they say. Don't let the shit sink in. I'm bursting through the barricade, reaching for the sun. You're glorious, and that's what we become. Don't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us. For we are glorious. The strongest words will cut me down. And I stand the blood gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I am to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. This is brave, this is Bruce, this is who I'm meant to be, this is me. Now this here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies, this is me.
The next musical selection is from the movie Wonka and His Child Pure Imagination. It was originally featured in the 1971 film Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and was performed by Gene Wilder, who played the lead character Willy Wonka.
The lyrics suggest a sense of wonder, inviting listeners to imagine a world where anything is possible, and it has since become a beloved anthem for the power of imagination and the limitless possibilities of creativity. The song's dreamy melody and playful lyrics capture the spirit of the magical adventure that awaits inside Wonka's factory and beyond.
With me, and you'll see in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. Begin with a spin, traveling through the world of imagination. Will defy explanation. Simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world? There's nothing to it. Place I know, traveling through imagination. Will If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world? There's nothing to it. There is no place I know to live with imagination. We'll be free,
The final song in tonight's spring concert is our combined 4th and 5th grade chorus singing You Will Be Found from the 21 movie Dear Evan Hansen. The song serves as a message of hope, emphasizing the importance of connection, understanding, and the reassurance that no one is truly alone, no matter how isolated they may feel. It has become an anthem for those struggling with mental health and the feeling of loneliness.
Thank you again for attending tonight's concert and being a great audience. At the end of this song, the chorus members will head back to their seats and gather their belongings before heading out to the lobby to meet you. Sit back and enjoy our final song of the evening.
Like you could disappear. We shall